Hey guys, Oki here, Game is more Last Ark, and today I want to talk to you guys about progression through Tier 1 and how to correctly progress your gear through Tier 1 all the way up to Tier 2, because I see a lot of people making a mistake on actually going over 600 item level in Tier 1 and wasting so many materials that they could be using on alts, and also they could be progressing their main character a lot faster. So I'm going to show you guys in this guide how to do everything in Tier 1, all the available things in Tier 1, and just how to hone correctly. So first of all, how do you actually hone? Come on over to the gear honer in any major city. We will be in Vern for this. You do need the red destruction stones, harmony stones, and then you do need these harmony shards, which these you'll need the most of, especially if it's your first character in tier 1. I have some stronghold buffs because I'm past tier 1 that actually makes it easier for me. But you'll need, this will be your limiting factor for the most part in the early tier. And then as well for your armor, you need the blue ones, green ones, and then the shards. And then you do also need a bit of silver. So how you do it, you upgrade it like that, that just upgrades it so you can actually hone it. And then once you hone it, we'll use that, and that as materials. You can actually use starburst. These increase the chance. Yeah, over there it's 100% chance. Yours probably won't be that high. This is with stronghold buff, and you get these books as well. But for now, we'll just go and upgrade that real quick. And there we go. Obviously, it's going to succeed because it is 100% chance. And then we'll show you on the weapon. I don't think, see, that's 90%. And then if you use these starbursts, they will actually increase it by 2% each. So can't go more than 100%. I think you can use up to 20 of these at once. So you can get like 20% increase with these. So with the stronghold buff and all of that stuff and the books and stuff, extremely easy to get alts through tier 1 to tier 2 once you actually get there. But since we are focusing on getting your main up, for the first time you just want to hone this up and save those for like 13 to 15 is where I would save them. See, 90%, I could have still failed that. So don't be disheartened if you do fail a 90%. I failed 99% before. But save your, you want to save those star breasts, the things that increase the chance until you get to around 13, 14, and 15. Especially 14 to 15, because that's the last push pretty much, and that will use a lot of materials, especially on your weapon. So what I see a lot of people doing, see how this goes from level, you actually start this at like level 1, level 0, there's no level. You come here and you hone it, and then it's +1 essentially. So we actually look at our gear in our character screen, see the +8, and then +9, +11. To actually achieve 600 item level, you do need to get to +15. And then at 600, you can start the tier 2 quest straight away to actually move on. I'll show you what happens now. I have a recording of me earlier on a different character actually getting tier 2. See there, my last thing over there is 14 plus. And then we go and we upgrade it. See, I do use all of these and try and get it as high as I can. And 600, boom, you do see that reach item level 600. That's actually a guide quest that pops up, and it actually tells you to go to do a quest. Now I see a lot of people doing is actually staying at tier 1, so with this gear on, and then they're actually +16, +17, thinking they have to do that all the way up to 800 plus. That is a huge mistake. You'll be losing so many materials. You actually want to come on straight on over to Yawn. You actually do get the quest. That's part of the guide quest, and it tells you to come to Yawn. You've seen, as soon as it said hit 600 item level, it tells you to go to Yawn. So we'll go there, and there we go. Where did I get the quest? Guide Yawn. Right there, right there. The Yawn guide. So get 600 item level, and then just go look for the castle, the arc in the Yawn cradle. You want to sail on over there, and then you want to start doing the Yawn quests. So we sail on down, and yeah, do the Yawn, and then once you get there, you'll actually start your tier 2 progression, which you'll start at here with, it starts at 802 item level. So now that you guys actually know how to upgrade your gear to hone and actually to get to tier 2, as soon as you hit 600 item level, do not go past +15. Go straight to that quest that I showed you guys, the Yawn quest, start it up, and then you'll start your tier 2 progression. Now how to actually get there in tier 1, you need to complete a lot of different islands. Now a lot of these islands will be on this side of the map. I do have a guide over here that's actually from Ben Lee Gaming. He's a great YouTuber, go check him out, and streamer. And this is the thing that he actually wrote up to get to tier 3 really fast. Now just follow this really, it's really in detail. Follow that through, and then you'll come to like all the islands that you want to do in the tier 1. Now if you complete most of these islands, I completed about 70% of them, and I actually got to tier 2 before I even finished all of these islands off. You want to come through and follow these through. It's really good with explaining everything. Just follow this. It's like the island route. You don't have to do this for every character, as this is account bound, or what do you call a roster bound. So you do only do this once, one time thing to do all the islands. And then once you actually finish the islands, your inventory will look something like this. I didn't actually finish all the islands. I did about 60-70%, and this is all the materials that I got from actually doing most of the islands. Still have a lot of islands left, and look at all those boxes there. Probably had about 9,000 of everything at the end of this. So there's a lot of materials to be got from just doing the islands. And that's essentially how to like fast forward you into tier 2. So do all of that stuff. Look, I'm getting so many materials. And I didn't even finish the islands. I still have 3, 4, 5 islands to go do and finish off. Because a lot of the islands you actually start and then you can't finish them off because you do need to do songs and stuff. All of that's explained in the written guide by Ben Lee. Very easy to follow. And yeah, that's to like speed boost you into tier 2. So follow this through. I will leave this down below in the description of the video for you guys to go look at. Follow that through and I'll get you to tier 2 in no time. So do all the islands, and then after the islands you do have your chaos dungeons, and you got to run twice a day. And if you do actually miss a dungeon, you'll start getting rested bonus up to 5 days. One of these blocks is 1 day, and they'll just give you the first time you do the chaos dungeon the next day. If you have 1 rested bar, you'll actually get double the loot pretty much, or it's almost double, so not quite, but it does. If you can't do it for whatever day, you don't have enough time that day or something, you can do it the next day. But this is your main source of resources once you have finished the islands. And if you still have not hit tier 2, then you do this for the chaos dungeon, and you also do your guardian raid up here. So you do whichever one's the highest. Now the first time you do actually get to tier 1 and you actually do all your islands and stuff, and you're just about to log out for the day, I would suggest coming to do this last, depending on what item level you get to. Because the higher up you do, the more materials you actually get. And this is all part of tier 1, so you want to do those whenever you can. And then right now is actually a really good way, but this might change soon, so I'm not going to focus too much on it. There is events up as well. There's the Guardian event, and that has a lot of free materials for you guys. Just go do that. And there's a vendor here full of books and all kinds of hunting materials. And most likely further on down the line, if you are watching this video in a month or 2 from now, there will be a different event with different stuff. So yeah, just check whatever events are current right now on Lost Ark whenever it is you are watching this video. See, there's another one going on. We actually have 2 events going on right now. It's a lot of materials. I have bought all of these already. They do reset weekly, and they normally last about a month each. So yeah, but the main source is Chaos Dungeons, your Guardian Raids, and then there is also the Abyss Dungeons if you come up to Vernier, since you will be in Tier 1. And you'll move to Rohandel at some point as well in Tier 1, once you hit 460. See, these are the first 2 that you can complete. 340 is really easy. The first time you finish a couple of islands, you actually come back to Verd and start upgrading, and then you can do this as well. You get a bunch of good accessories and books and stuff like that, and with those you can actually craft some tier 1 purple gear. And over here we go to the Phantom Palace. You can actually start getting your legendary gear. This is still in tier 1, it's just in Rohandel. You actually have to go to Rohandel. I have not started yet on this character, and then that's tier 2. I'm going to make a follow-up video for this for tier 2 and tier 3 as well. So just to pretty much help you through tier 1 and 2, and then in tier 3 what to actually do in tier 3. So that's the main ways to gear up in tier 1. I hope this helped. If I missed anything, drop down something, questions in the comment, whatever you want to know. I'll try and answer them as best as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Ogi-san out.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind.